girl.
You like that time I had tried out for track really stuck with me on the injuries.
Them
You know what I'm
injuries,
saying?
yeah, that used to take you all the way down. Oh, that was crazy.
I know.
Ah, yes, but yes.
No, just blame it on the age you haul.
This actually really worked. I mean, it could be a placebo thing, but I definitely felt like I rubbed it on me, and I was like, "Wait a minute, a little pain right there. This went away," and
Oh,
that was
that's
so
good. You
good.
know,
I'm glad you said.
CBD be working too.
I am glad you said it because
Wait,
I
no
said to myself, I
card.
had to go past the store and get something. Go past this store I've been saying that has this stuff, and I said, "I'll try acupuncture." Have you ever tried that?
No, but I keep saying I want to try acupuncture too.
Well, I'm gonna try it out and I'm gonna let y'all know about it because I needs to go. But alongside of, but I'm like, I just think that time period when I was down, I wasn't feeling well, really played a toll on my body because I had been walking. My body was like, just like you sit down for more than an hour is not natural for you. So I just think this is now me getting back into my little walks.
Yeah, girl. And I've been getting in my walks heavy because one day I'm walking and girl, the dog is like, hey Curtis, what's going on?
Good morning,
Hey,
people.
good morning. So one day I'm walking the dog's girl, and the dog is like, Ma, I want to go up this hill. So of course she starts to go this way. So I'm like, yeah, we can go up in the hill, the Hollywood Hills. Let's go. I love to like go up in the house watch and and visualize and dream because you can see the hills, you can see all the
Mm-hmm.
environments and girl, and them hills work me out. And I'm talking about I can see the difference in my weight just from walking up the hills, and because we
Child,
started
that
walking up the hills.
incline. We said that's all you need is that heart rate change. And
Yes,
that makes a difference.
yes. And so it's making a difference. And then also too, it's been making a huge difference in my faith because girl, you'll be over here talking about, I'm trusting in the Lord for an additional 700 this month,
Mhm,
or
mhm.
whatever small amount. And I'm talking about these people are trusting in the Lord for millions. Like,
Yeah,
and some of
yeah.
them ain't even talking to the Lord, but like, ain't nobody up here talking about, ah, I just gotta wait on my next check to come to pay this $50,000 of, you know what I mean? Like,
That's so true.
it's like straight trust. Like, so I'm like, no, no, no. I have to increase they have really increased their measure. We're all given a measure of faith. And I'm like, they have increased their measure of faith. And no, I have to like I have the kind of faith that can increase to that measure because they have been like, what's that? That's a $10 million home. Great. And this ain't like everybody ain't no old money born into it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is so true about like asking for the big thing, like not like, can I wait for my next 20 out? Like, no, be specific about really what your needs are.
And I'm talking about, and like, because ha- I'm sure, and when I tell you, I say this with so much certainty, Sha, I think 75% of the people in those houses, and I'm talking about these are $10 million homes on hills,
Mhm.
at least a million. Like the homes outside of the hills be $1 million on the regular Hollywood plot. So I can't
Mhm.
even imagine these 3-story, what I'm saying, going far, like that's gotta be at least $10 million. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Just to be on the hills. I feel like they up there being like, shoot, when I make it, you know what I'm saying? Like they still
Mhm.
being like, when I get, like I haven't even risen to my full potential yet,
Mhm.
so like it just
You
I
don't
so
stop
I
dreaming
started.
when you make it to that point. Yeah, that's
I
true.
know. But the thing about it too is, girl, I be looking at famous actors and they be like, I'm still waiting on my big break. Like,
Mhm.
big break. Like, everybody know who you are. What you talking about, big break? But they're looking at it like they want this. You know what I'm saying?
Another
They're looking
level.
at it. Yes.
Yeah, but that's a good thing though, to not think like once you've accomplished something, to think, oh, I've made it and I don't need to keep aspiring to certain things. There's certain people, like I know what Kevin Hart talks about, he wants to be a billionaire one day. This man has made multi-million dollar deals and
Yeah.
makes it worth hundreds of $1 million, but he still was saying, I want to be a billionaire because I want to be able to employ other people and start companies. So I think that's a great thing, that you also look at the fact that you want bigger goals besides the great things you've
Yeah.
already achieved.
Yeah. So that's what I've been. So now that we started going up to the hills, now I strictly go up there, like to
Mm,
dream every morning and to increase that faith,
mm,
because like when people are walking by, and I'm not like, that's so and so, oh, that's so and so, like these are just regular old, you know what I'm saying? Like
mm-hmm,
I don't know, these are regular faces, you know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, no, I'm like, I'm walking up here every day to increase the measure, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's
But that's
faith
that
and it's
old money though.
favor.
That's that old money. I remember I went to this like conference one time, and it was like entertainers, and it was like entertainers and how to make money kind of thing. And it was kind of like a guy wanted you to come underneath him, but he was just talking about how wealth is acquired by old money. And people have always done it either through real estate or stock market. And that's why you see all these wealthy people. He said people didn't get wealthy because they worked a 9 to 5 job. Like they just did investments in other places to allow them to free up time to be able to do all the other things that they wanted to do. He was like, so those are reasons why you see people doing a day out shopping, not because they took a day off, because that's what the luxury they afforded themselves. So,
Yeah, yeah.
so
Oh my word. Well, we're rich, yeah. That's all I can
yes,
say.
I would listen. I say it all the time. I say it. My niece just sent me this little who was it by Smokey Sorfield, and it was a song that she sent me. I had to look it up, but I was like, this was just so right on time. And I was like, this was so poignant to just believing, like how you sent me about the praise in advance. I had to look the song up again, but I love this song. It's such a, I'm like, I'm looking through your texts. Her, she sent it to me. It was I Need You Now.
Mm.
I love that song. I love that song because it's like one of those things where it just reminds you that you always going to need to lean on God for something in life. And I believe that so wholeheartedly that,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. I was
Mm-hmm.
just listening to this lesson this morning of how favor is the only way we make it to the top,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that we have
Mm-hmm.
favor. And,
Amen.
you know, I think about often the works, like, I'll look back at something I did and I'll be like, that was some good work. And then I was reading my lesson yesterday, read my word, and it was a reminder from Paul in Galatians
Mm-hmm.
that it's never your work. You cannot boast in the work of your hands. You have to boast in the Lord's favor. Like
Yes.
it ain't about work. It's about faith in that favor and knowing you have it, like faith in the Lord's favor. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
the reason you're going to score something or invest something or become rich is because you have favor. That's the
Mm-hmm.
only way. So now
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, okay, it ain't never been about work. It's been about me, like either not claiming the favor or claiming the favor. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, I'm like now, no matter what you do, you have to, like, that's the attitude I'm taking on now. No matter what I do, I'm just like, oh, no, I have favor, like,
Yeah.
because you see people on TV all day every day and you be like, they got booked because
Mm-hmm.
they, you know what I'm saying, like the lines, you just like, they delivered that, like the director was cool with that, you know what I'm saying. But
But
it's
you know what? I
because
think because now we live in an age where people are booking people off of who they are online and their social media performance, as opposed to you really breath life into that character. Like, that's what it is now.
I don't even know. I mean, I'm sure that is too. I agree with you there. They definitely, because I definitely see some postings on these sites where they're just like, put your IG following, but I see very few of that. But I'm talking about, I see like in the stand-up world, I see so many people with jokes about Keanu Reeves having bad acting. Like, you know what I'm saying? People
Mm-hmm.
have like I just saw it the other day. Then somebody else had one, at another show I was at, and it's specifically about Keanu Reeves. You know what I'm saying? But
Really?
yes, this man is walking around feeling favored, like, because
Yeah.
excuse me, that's how we're like, that's how we are to feel. One time I said to myself too is, we think about white privilege, but that's how we need to be walking around. We need to be walking around
Yes,
with the
Lord.
straight privilege, because we have God privilege, which is even whiter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so we need to be walking around with that dominion, because that's what the Lord gives us. So they're really not having white privilege, or this thing that they look at their skin. They're feeling the privilege that the Lord gives us, that we need
Mm-hmm.
to be feeling as well. Now, of
Mm-hmm.
course, all these demonic systems are set up so that we don't feel that way. But when we get to know ourselves in Christ, then we get back to feeling that way. Because, girl, let me tell you something. I will, if you tell me anything, I will be like, did you tell that to that white lady also too over there?
Oh
Like, you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I will make sure that your comment to me is the exact same as them over there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Discrimination of comments. Yes.
yeah, I come through with the, like, straight only child, you know, energy.
Right.
Like, did you make sure you told that to everyone? Because I know you're not just singling me only child black self out, right?
Right.
Tell
That's
everybody
so
where they
true.
can find us, y'all.
Hey, y'all, make sure y'all come and follow us on IG at Uplate TV Show, as well as on Facebook and YouTube, where you're finding us at right now if you're watching us. And don't forget, we are on Sunday nights at 108 Soul at 10 p.m. Bye, y'all.
Bye.